Avinash told us he was not be able to be more than 1 hour. Hello, Miriam.
Hi.
468. Oh.
We are live.
Somebody's even echoing.
Please mute yourself when you are not talking, because you produce background noise.
Yeah.
Hi, Miriam.
Hi. I have some issues with seeing the screen.
With what?
With seeing the screen.
Oh, we are switching off videos anyway.
Okay, yeah, I just have a black screen, so I'm just figuring out why I have a black screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a technical question. At the moment, the maximum is still 10 for Google Hangout. 2.
Yes.
So we have 2 places more left. It. I don't know. So Avinash, what's happened to Avinash actually? I don't know.
Maybe he will come.
I see an email from Jose. Maybe we can invite him. Because I am from the phone. I don't have a link.
I'm sending.
We said, no, I think Jose, we said that we will meet him first.
Could we perhaps start with some partner update? It could take long, of course, but it's unique opportunity, Didier.
What did you say? Sorry.
Should we not start with some partner updates? Whoever wants to tell about the activities. Okay, I send this link.
Yeah. Just a technical thing, Miriam. Maybe you can mute your video to have more space for the others because when we are many people, thank you. Great. Okay. So I see that the YouTube is online at the moment. I see the email from Daria. Thank you. So maybe we wait 2 or 3 minutes more and then we start, let's say, officially. And maybe also which people are excused. So certainly Paul, that's for sure. But for the rest?
People trying to figure out. Actually, we need to find Tavapkali because he's a nominate. Let me call him.
Hello, it's Oliver here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, Oliver. Ah.
Hello, DJ. Hi.
Great to see you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. Oliver, I have one potentially bad news for you. At one moment, so there are only 10 places on the Google Hangout.
Okay.
At one moment, I will ask one person to go to the YouTube and to leave the place for others.
Okay,
and
okay.
I'm afraid you will be the first victim of me. Well, okay, there is one who just failed, but I say it because the other people are people who are candidates for a post or who are there already many times. But welcome.
Right, okay. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Well, I would say on one side, I hope it will be necessary, but maybe it will not be necessary. I hope because it means that we are too many people. But
yeah.
Which person was falling? That's strange. There was one falling.
Okay. I think it was Miriam.
Ah, yeah, Miriam is falling. Yeah, thank you. Don't know why. Okay. So Daria, one candidate should be here, and he's not here. It's that.
Yeah, I'm talking to Lapkali Abishevich, so he must be here. He's trying to connect. He's struggling.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Is something supposed to be happening on the YouTube link as well? Because it doesn't seem to be.
Normally you received also, you just receive an email normally.
Yeah,
and,
I just tried it, but it's not working on my, I don't know.
I give you the link here on the chat. Do you see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that just if you have to leave, you can go there and you can not speak, but you can see it, and you can also chat online. Chat on the on the.
It's not doing anything on my screen at the moment. I can't see anything. I don't.
Normally, if you push on the button to play, it should work.
Okay, it's not doing. But
I'm just
I will
trying
experiment.
to see.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's working, but it's with a few seconds of delay. Just I don't know how much, but a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's saying oh.
Что получается?
It says the video is private.
Ah bon? So it's not working when you click it there.
Daria, maybe you should, I don't know, make it public, because people have issues.
Subscribe to why they're not working. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So okay, so Daria, can you make the YouTube channel public or not? Maybe she's busy with somebody else trying to reach the other candidate. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Okay.
Maybe that would help, because at the moment, yeah, it's not letting me see it.
It's not letting you in. Okay.
Mm.
Computers, and it's always complicated.
Yeah.
Always. Okay. So maybe what I propose before that we start officially so most of us, we know already each other, but some people don't know, maybe you, Oliver, and maybe you, Jabba. So you can make to begin informally a brief presentation of yourself in a few sentences. But well, most of us know most of us. Yeah, I would say Jabba and Oliver, just a few words. So we have.
Okay. Well, I'm a journalist. I live in the south of France, so I'm English. Well, hoping to get French nationality at some point, but anyway, just English for now. But I work for a paper for English speakers in France, and I've been interested in longevity science for quite a few years. I'm a member of HEALS, and I was involved with the Major Mouse Testing Project last year, and I'm a ILA member, and generally supports the support longevity in the various different activities of the organisation. So yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Oliver. And I remember that we had the first meeting about longevity already almost 10 years ago in the south of France.
It's quite scary that how time goes by, but
yeah. Time is passing already. Jabba, a few words.
Yes. So Jabba is a director of Georgian Longevity Alliance. He's researching this longevity problems for a long time. Sorry for my non-technical English.
It's okay.
So he wants that this Georgian Alliance.
International.
Yeah, he wants that this. Sorry, Jabba wants to have some international strategy in this longevity problems and subjects. You understand what I mean, or?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Also, he wants to research these countries where it's easier to make this research. He wants that in every country, in countries' politics, yes, this kind of happy index. Where in index this longevity will be like a major thing.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Jabba, and thank you for the translation.
Yes, sorry, I don't understand.
It's okay, you know, my English is not always the best also. There is only Oliver speaking really English here, I think. Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. You speak real English, you just speak it with a Belgian accent.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how we are going to proceed since we are still.
Hello?
Yeah.
May I say that we're just struggling with Google Hangout with Talapkali? Maybe we could ask Anton actually to help Talapkali out, because I cannot disconnect because I'm started this chat. Anton, is it possible for you?
Okay, please connect me with him, and I will try to help.
Okay. Actually, he is now on my Skype. Maybe it could help. Talapkali, could you say a few words to try? Like hello? Можете сказать что-то, понять, слышно или нет?
Да, Даш, я тебя хорошо слышу. Я слышу твои переговоры с этим господином.
Ага, стоп. What? Did you hear Talapkali just now?
Yes,
yeah, the sound was
good. I
good.
don't understand everything, but I heard.
Actually, Talapkali...
Какой у него вопрос ко мне?
Не, вы расскажите немножко про себя, если или по-английски, или по-русски я перевожу.
English is better, I think.
Yeah.
Только по-русски скажу, потому что времени мало же. Так. Я, значит, профессиональный врач. В этом году 50 лет в медицине.
I'm professional doctor. I'm speaking on behalf of Talapkali, and I've been for 50 years in medicine so far.
Okay.
Я, значит, достаточно хорошо знаю здравоохранение своей страны, потому что работал на всех уровнях.
Worked quite well the healthcare of Kazakhstan because I worked at all levels.
Да. Работал на первичном звене, работал министром здравоохранения, работал в аппарате президента, формировал политику здравоохранения в этой стране.
So I was working as a GP at the primary level, and I was working as a Minister of Health of Kazakhstan, and I was working in the apparatus of the presidential office, forming the healthcare policy in this country.
И вот через полвека пришел к выводу, что мы построили здравоохранение, нацеленное на болезни, но не здоровье.
And in half a century, I came to the conclusion that we have built the healthcare system oriented towards disease and not towards health.
Okay.
Потому что болезни — это следствие, получают все ресурсы, а долголетие это заключается в самом населении, в работе с самим населением. Это нужна новая политика здоровья.
So the diseases are just the consequences, and the diseases take all the resources, and the health and the longevity. For that, we need to change the policy and work with people. We basically need a new policy oriented on this.
Okay.
Вот в течение года, значит, я работаю с населением самого крупного города Алматы. Здесь живет 2 миллиона человек. И мы организовали специальный из активистов населения группу людей, которые занимаются собственным здоровьем, учим правильному питанию, чтобы позитивно мыслили.
So I work now with the population, with people in the biggest city of Kazakhstan, Almaty. It has 2 million people. So we are trying to organize groups of people who would have healthy lifestyles, like more movement and so on, and think positively.
Это главным образом, конечно, люди возраста 60-75 лет. Вот эта фокусная группа, они активные, они могут заниматься собой, и это им нравится. Они поняли, что у врачей болезнь, это здоровье.
So please mute somebody. Our central audience is people 60 to 75 people, 5-year-old people, because they understand that they don't want to go for diseases and medicine they want, which they want to pursue.
Longevity movement strategy. I hope we work in future together successfully.
Yeah.
So Daria, sorry for interrupting. Could you make the video public? Because I see a lot of complaints that they cannot see it. Just make it public, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. Complaints from whom, actually?
From Nigeria, by the way, from
Yeah.
Agbo, Lade.
Yeah, and I saw also that Miriam, yeah, I don't understand because for me it's okay, but I don't know what's the problem. But anyway, yeah.
Just different emails.
And it was also not working for Oliver.
Okay,
Make it public and that's it.
I will 1 second. So please press it, I will do it.
Okay. So I propose as soon as it's working for Daria to have it public to start officially this meeting. So hello, welcome Elena. We had until now only an informal presentation of Jabba, Oliver, and Talab Kali. I think most of us know most of each other. So maybe for the new one, what I propose is each person is saying just one sentence, really just one sentence to present himself. And then we can really start with the agenda. So Anton first. 1 sentence.
Okay, thank you for being the first. So I am Anton Kulaga. I am from Ukraine. Now I am moving to Romania to take bioinformatician position in Robert Acutu lab in the computational biology of aging group. So I've been involved in longevity for many years, since 2006, and did a bunch of projects there. Thank you.
Thank you, Anton. Daria is probably busy, so I will go to David. David, can you present yourself? Well, maybe later. Edward, can you present yourself? One or two sentences.
I am Edward. I'm very happy to be here. I've been here since the beginnings of the ILA, and it is a great part of my life, I would say. I have been interested in biogerontology and doing science on it since 2000. And yes, so I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Edward. Elena?
Hello, everyone. I'm from Russia. I used to work together with Dario on the same NGO promoting lifespan extension in Russia. And currently, I am a board member of Life Extension Advocacy Foundation, which has a main project, lifespan.io, as you probably all know, a crowdfunding platform supporting research into aging biology. And well, I used to work a lot on different project within the ILA, and the last one was a major mouse testing program, which was led by Edward and then by Steve Hill. And as you know, the last crowdfunding campaign proved to be really successful. And now we are in the middle of the study, actually going to the mice study itself, because the first part was about this testing the compounds all on cells. So that's quite a lot about me. Thanks.
Thank you, Elena. One technical question just for Oliver. Can you test if YouTube is not now working for you? And
yes,
tell us?
okay, I'll have a quick test.
Well, when you know, you tell us. Normally it should work. Thomas?
It looks like it's signing in. Yeah, it looks.
Okay, great. Okay, so Thomas, one or two sentences of presentation.
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
I'm Thomas Hahn. I'm a bioinformatics student. I'm originally from Germany, but I'm studying in Little Rock, Arkansas in the United States. And yeah, my project is to predict a longevity mutation we can do in yeast. And if my advisor tests it and it works, then I can graduate.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. Just for information, there is Nico, so if you can mute yourself, thank you. And thank you, Thomas. No, Daria or David? One of the two. Yeah, Daria.
Okay, yes, I'm Daria. I'm board member currently of International Longevity Alliance. I also chair of the NGO called Council for Public Health and the Problems of Demography. It's a Russian NGO. I'm currently also coordinator of the Healthy Longevity sort of direction in the National Technological Initiative, which is aimed to get money flow into R&D in longevity area. So this is it, more or less.
Thank you, Daria. David? Okay, David is seems not available at the moment, so I will present myself also briefly. So I'm 54 years old, living in Brussels, interested in longevity since and all, let's say, techno-progressist questions since a little bit less than 10 years now. I've been writing 2 books about these questions, and I'm a founding member of the International Longevity Alliance and also a founding member of the organization HEALS in, with the seat in Brussels, but at the European level. So that's it for me at the moment. And so now it's 30 past 3, so we can really start. I'm happy that technically it seems to work. I see at the moment for information that there are, so we are normally 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, so that's about the maximum for the people online for the Google Hangout. And I see that there are 4 people, 5 people now watching. So probably one of them is Oliver. So I would say that probably we are at the moment about 13 people. For the people who are just watching online, if you want to say something, you can chat, send emails, and if you want really to say something, normally there is one place left, and if there is no one place left, I will ask somebody to leave and to come on to be replaced by this person. So now the first point at the agenda is a technical one. I would say it's the ILA board rotation. According to the bylaws, half of the board and new eligible federated members will be put for your vote. At the moment, actually, 5 people, let's say, are not anymore in the board. It's Evie Roy, so from the, among other things, longevity reporter. It's Liz Parish from BioViva. It's Daniel Woodke, who was working for Sense, and Edward de Bonneuil here, and Daria Kalturina, but both are also candidates for, let's say, a next mandate. Also, so we have we have actually also Jabba and sorry for the names, and Talab Kali, sorry, who are also candidates. So actually we have 4 candidates for 5 places, so it should not be a big problem, except of course if somebody has a problem with one of these candidates. So I declare the discussion open for this question, well, this aspect. So who is wanting to take the first word? Yeah, you can just begin to speak. I don't know how to manage to give the word, because I cannot see it, but of course, so you speak and go ahead.
Yes, can I actually highly recommend, of course, both Jabba and Eduard, but also Talab Kali, because it would be really amazing to have a former Minister of Health in the team. This kind of job provides completely different vision on how things work and how things should work. And you know, ministers of health around the world, they understand each other much better than people from the same country, Minister of Health and somebody else. So it would be really great asset.
Yes, Oliver, I think that you want to speak.
No, I just wanted to agree. I think that sounds a really great addition to the ILA. But yeah, to have that kind of experience. Yeah. I don't have any objections to any of the proposed candidates. Everybody has very suitable experience as far as I know. Yeah.
Yes, I will also take the word as a member. So I'm always happy when you have good candidates, and also, well, let's be honest, it's also better when you don't have to choose between good candidates. And so I want to say that as far as I know, because it's the first time I meet Jabba and Talab Kali, they are very good candidates. Of course, I totally agree with what Daria said. And of course, I want also to say that Daria has been since already many years now one of the most active longevitists I know. And for example, without Daria being here, this meeting would probably not happen, or would happen a lot less good organized, but they are. But that's only a very, very small part. But just to say that, yes. Also, I want to say already that's more first as president of the meeting, animator of the meeting, that I don't know yet how we are going to vote, because normally it should be a secret vote, but I don't know how technically it will be possible, because we were in a hurry to prepare and so on. But now I give the floor to people wanting to say more about the candidates, and of course the candidates can say more things about themselves, or even about the other candidates if they want. You're welcome.
Just an idea how to say have secret votes. People could just email Didier and he could share with board, but not. I mean, they could share not with their candidate they want. So if you believe Didier's honesty, so
yeah, well.
So
there are also online services I can look into.
Well, it's too late, perhaps not now. Oh, hi, Steve. So I would like to advertise a little bit to more candidates. First, we have Jabba, who's just an amazing person and organized Dozentini Pancurtitsin sort of phase 1 clinical trial in Georgia results. And they have amazing group of enthusiasts. It's just something. Of course, Edward, because Edward is a very human person and sometimes people forget about his deeds. First, were lobbying.
There is a technical. There is the sound was a little bit down. Steve, just a technical question. Can you stop the video, because when we are many people, it's better to have no video so that we have more. I don't know the name in English, but more passing. More possibility to have better sound and so on. Thank you. So Daya, go ahead.
Yes, because first to start to get joint forces, and they were promoting aging to though something did not come out as good, but with people, it could have been, for example, oil, but not aging is a priority. And again, it could have been done, but still a lot of researchers are having grants on aging from European Commission. Also, Eduard organized a foundation at AXA, and he was like promoting it, and he was leading it for longevity research. And again, a lot of scientists are getting these grants. So in addition to activities we know on mice, I just wanted to remind these parts of Eduard's biography.
Okay, so maybe Steve is here also. So we made a presentation of each person. Of course, we are not going to do it again, but maybe you can present yourself just in two or three sentences. Also for you, information. So we are already in the first point, the vote. And we are 10, so the maximum of people possible online. If there is one person asking to speak, I will ask Oliver to leave for a few minutes. But if there are two people, I will also ask you probably, but probably it's not be necessary. At the moment, last technical thing, there are, so the 10 of us plus a few, plus 5 people watching online. So, yeah, Steve.
Okay, yeah, well, most of you probably already know who I am anyway, but I help run the MMTP, which is a project for ILA, and I'm also a board member of the LEAF Foundation, which is lifespan.io as well.
Thank you, Steve. So the next problem is the secret vote. well, of course, I can do what is the proposal of Daria. Since I'm not a candidate, it's not a big problem. But it would be even better if there was a system to have a totally secret vote. But Anton, do you think it's possible to do it now, or it's not possible anymore?
I mean, the system exists, but I didn't look into the websites.
I had also no time. Well, to be honest, if there were more candidates than people, I would say that I don't want this. But since there are not more candidates than places, I can, of course, I engage myself not to give the. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good. I don't have a good solution for this.
But
Yes.
you at least, David, told us that in Technoprox you used some web system.
Yes. I told David that we used that, but I never used it, so I don't know how it's working.
But couldn't that David actually? Because I mean, I thought that David took the responsibility to prepare the system because he said that you already used something. So
Well,
you cannot, David cannot use it. David, are you with us?
Well, I don't think so. David is not answering at the moment since I would say 10 or 20 minutes. So, and I don't know. Yeah, that's yeah. You know what? I'm more in the ID. Just thinking loud. Also, I'm more in the ID to ask Oliver to because he's more neutral than I am. To take the results, but I don't know. I'm thinking loud.
I don't mind, whatever you
I'm
prefer.
sorry, Didier, we appointed you as a
president.
I'm sure we think you're quite neutral, Didier.
So yes, so please, I propose that everybody emails to Didier what is his vote. To Didier only, because it
Actually, regarding the voting services, there is a service called Election Runner, but I just saw it.
Okay.
We will just lose time a bit because we will prepare this. I was also counting on David, but we will prepare this for the next general meeting. And for now, let's propose just emailing answers to Didier. He will calculate it.
Just before do it, maybe we should ask if somebody objects against it.
Yes,
Just to make sure.
Yeah. If so, the proposed way is that each of you send an email to me. I will give you my email address to be sure, and also the people who are watching on the YouTube. There will be 4 names. And for each name, you have to put yes, no, of abstention. And well, if there is a majority of yes for all people, there is no problem. All people are elected. If there is and of course, if there is not a majority for one of the candidates, he will not be elected. That's the way I'm proposing at the moment, and I'm writing the first name to be sure that we are not making a mistake, and I will give you my email address. But that's about this. Is there somebody who disagrees for this?
Maybe I'm not sure it is very clear for everyone, so maybe it is. Is it correct that we will have 5 names? And for each of them, we need to say if we agree.
It's 4 names. 4 names. There are only 4 names.
4 names, yes. Sorry, yes.
Yes, the proposal is this. Yeah. Just leave me just a second.
So how do you suggest to do it technically? Because I didn't memorize all the names, to be honest.
No. I will put. So
maybe not the names, but organizations, because we have Longevity Georgia and no,
but the members of the board are people. So the proposal is just a second. This Okay, you see to didierkernel@gmail.com. So you have Daria, you write then yes or no or abstention, Edward the same, or Jabba the same. Well, N, sorry. Daria, you write yes, no, abstention. Edward, you write yes, no, abstention. Jabba, you write yes, no, abstention. And Talab Kali, you write yes, no, abstention. And I will give only the result, but not say who was going to vote in each way, of course. And so, for example, it can be this way. I write it, but of course, like this, for example, but you are not obliged to say yes. Okay. So is this okay?
Okay, yes, fine.
So once again, sorry about this but
sorry.
thing the next time. Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
No, sorry, but I couldn't understand about question. What about this yes or no? Sorry.
So we are not now voting for the 4 new members of the board. Since there are 5 places possible, we can vote for all people if we want. So for each person, you can vote.
Yes or
you
no?
can vote it yes, no, or abstention. And then because the votes are coming to me, I will give the results after. Yes, and yes, I received already the votes of 1, 2, 3 people.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So during this, I'm trying once again for David. David, you are still not there? And maybe I'm trying. Daria, a technical question. The people who want to say something when they are on YouTube, how are they supposed to do it?
They email it to you. Actually, I have proxy vote of Paul. So
Yes.
And Talab Kali also asked me to vote for him because right now it's confusing the system.
Okay.
Daria, I have a question. Why? I see comments are on the right. Because I don't see any comments. Maybe there are some. I'm checking. I don't see anybody.
I'm now speaking especially to the people who are not in the Google Hangout. So if you are not in the Google Hangout, you are now invited to vote. And you can vote for yes for everybody, or vote no or abstention. And you have to vote by sending an email to me. So Didier.
May I give you your email in the chat if you don't?
Yes, of course. So didier.kernel@gmail.com, and it's also in the chat. And the 4 names of the 4 candidates, maybe you can put it also on the chat, is Daria, Edward, Jabba, and Talab Kali.
The last surname, I don't know how to write it in the right way. Maybe Daria can spell it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But basically, it's better just to say longevity Kazakhstan, longevity Georgia, because we are selecting federated members as members of the board. And I mean, our federated members, if we selected them, they, at some point, they, for instance, can change their board representative. So it makes more sense to actually call organizations rather than people.
Okay. Sorry, I was missing what you said, but anyway, no.
I said that we are voting for organizations as board members. Maybe it's enough just to mention Longevity Kazakhstan, Longevity Georgia, and so on, instead of names.
Yeah, sorry, but that's too late. And also the members of the board. Okay, they
are organizations, not people.
Well,
because they can change their representative if they are federated members.
Yes, but at the moment, in any way, when you take a look on the website for the members of the board, it's people and not organization. That's for sure. So,
yeah, but I'm talking about bylaws. In bylaws, it's organizations who assign their representatives. So on the website, we say about representatives and organizations, but who is elected is organizations. And if they change representative, we should update our website. That's the way how it works.
To make it simple, we should just say online right now, which is what I'm doing, that Daria represents Longevity Russia, Edouard represents Longevity France, Jabba represents Longevity Georgia, and Tarab Kali represents Longevity Kazakhstan.
I think this is from Georgia.
Okay, I propose. Okay, so there's the question asked by Anton. So I proposed first to finish the vote. After that, we discuss about this because it's a little bit complicated. And so for information, at the moment, I didn't receive from some of you. Okay. Just a minute, because it's a pop. I don't want to make any mistakes, so I have also to vote for myself. Well, not for myself, to vote myself. So, David, you are still not there? No. Okay. 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 So, Anton, I think I didn't receive from you yet. Anton, can you also say if there are other people outside of this group who are going to vote?
Didier, I sent my email, the first one. That's even just when you announce that.
Sorry. Yes, I see it now. Okay. Yes. So, yes. Okay. Okay. So I think that okay. So Anton, the other question is nobody online is going to vote. You think?
I gave your email. I don't know if they are sending emails, but I see 5 people watching.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. But probably you are one of them. Maybe I'm one of them. So actually, there are not so many. That's good. Okay. So I can already see that there will not be a big suspense. But I have to do it correctly.
I see that somebody voted in the chat. I mean, in Hangout chat.
Okay, send it to me. No. I
see that for some reason it was Jabba who voted.
Oh no, yeah, that's okay. 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 So if I don't mistake, everybody was. Yes, thank you for the information, Elena, concerning the vote. But okay, it's too late for the moment. But okay, thank you. If I don't mistake, everybody was voting except Steve and David. So Steve and David, you have 2 minutes more to vote. After that,
Steve said he'd voted.
Yeah, I voted.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what is interesting is that most of our members are not in this General Assembly. Usually what organizations do, they email candidates to the members and they vote there, I mean, not during the meeting itself, but during the week.
Yeah,
so are we going to do something for people who are not attending now? Or not really?
We are not really doing something for people not attending now because we are voting. But in 1 year, normally we will have another General Assembly where we could be better organized.
Yeah, for the future, it would be nice to do like most organizations do with voting during the week.
Yes, yes. But okay, yeah. I think here, since there is really no problem, okay, since there is really no problem, okay, we can go this way. So, okay, so I have at the moment the votes of Steve, Paul by proxy, Daria, Talapkali, Thomas, Oliver, Miriam, Anton, Elena, and myself. Oh, I disappeared myself. Okay. So let me tell the votes.
Didn't you say Jabba? I didn't hear.
Yes, 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 Jabba, you sent an email, but that was not really the vote. Okay, well, the Jabba, the candidates at the moment are only Edward, Daria, Jabba, and Talapkali. But so I will take only this one. The others are not candidates.
Okay. Avinash also voted.
Yes, Avinash. I didn't receive you vote.
For some reason, he voted in chat, and
okay. Can you send it to me?
Oh,
it's easier. Okay. Okay, that's not so bad. We have. You send it to me, just to know. Oh. So many emails. So many emails. Okay, so let me check a second time for all votes that I don't make a mistake for the results. Okay, so I didn't receive from Avinash still. I will do Control M to see once again. You send it to me, Anton? Yes.
To you.
I just received it.
Maybe there is a delay because I sent it 10 minutes ago.
Okay, no, but I just received.
Maybe we should wait for 5 more minutes.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Maybe you should wait for 5 more minutes if there are delays with emails.
Yes,
and
yes.
I don't know why we don't have a vote from Longevity Nigeria, even though they are watching.
Yes, I don't know neither. So I wait. It's now 4 p.m. Precisely. I wait 5 more minutes and then I give the result. Okay. Okay. And so maybe now we can already switch to this technical question that you were raising, Anton. So the members of the board, are they there as a member of the board? Is the board composed of organization or the board composed of people or both? I have to go also to the bylaws because normally everything is there. But I'm listening to you. Actually, if David is there, he's the best one to know about this. And maybe also, okay.
Yes, perhaps me also. Indeed.
Yeah, go ahead.
We are voting for federated members according to the bylaws. So federated member, it's an organization, a legal structure. But here, the link between the people and the legal structure is obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'm reading and it's not very. Just one thing is I give you the link to the bylaws. They are first in French and then in English, so you can go directly down. And there is an article 7 with board of directors, and there it's not so clear for me. Members are elected among the federated member. Yes, so it's more than your direction.
Actually, we have Amy Roy. Maybe he is.
Yeah. We had. We don't have it. Yeah, it's more going in the direction said by Anton and by Edward.
But could somebody step down from the meeting to have Evie just to say hi?
I can step down.
Because I can't, because I started the call. So.
Okay. Thank you, Anton. Yes. Don't forget to don't forget to take Anton back in a few minutes. So you invited Evie, is that?
I'm trying to, because it's confusing, all this Google chats.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so the people who are not voting have 2 minutes left. After that, you have to wait 2 centuries more. More or less. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay.
Члены совета.
Hello.
So, hello, Evie.
Hi.
Hi.
So, Evie, for your information, we were already voting for the new board. You are welcome. I propose first that, like we did with everybody, that you just present yourself, even if most people and maybe all people know about you, but that you present yourself just for 2 or 3 sentences, and then that you say what you want to say, and I'm happy to see you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to see you guys as well. I don't know how to present myself, but all right, I'll try. Well, I'm Avi Roy. I'm based in the UK. I'm a biomedical scientist. I currently work with BioViva as their Chief Technology Officer, and I work with New Medicine Partners as a partner. And I have several projects besides research work here in the UK. I have several projects in Central Asia, the Caribbean, and South America to work with the governments to accelerate regenerative medicine. And that, in short, is what I do. So the quick reason why I was joining in the call is I think both Liz and myself weren't actually looking for a revote. I think we were actually thinking of, we were planning on resigning from the board or leaving the board so that other people who have more time and can dedicate more effort to the ILA can take our place.
Okay. Yes, it was so indeed for me. Well, this is my opinion and not as a president, but for me, it's what I hope is that in the close future we will have more activities and that we can involve not only the members of the board but all people in the ILA. And of course you and Liz and hopefully also Daniel Woodke and others are more than welcome. I just saw one people falling, but I don't know David. But okay, David was not. Okay, so yes, thank you, Evie, for this explanation. And yeah, indeed, we received your email and also from Liz saying that you give place for the other members of the board. Yes. Okay. So
actually, let me tell that it's very pity first, but we understand that Evie and Liz have also great mission, and at least on my behalf, I'll be welcoming them on any meetings, and sorry, I will be sending you invitations to meetings if possible.
Yes, I would just like to add as a companion for the last years with Avi and Liz that we will be happy to have you in the meetings. I'm just saying what Daria just said, and that it's great to see what you are achieving with BioViva in particular. And so we are supporting you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Avi. Yes. So I will now give the results of the vote. I'm checking once again to be totally sure. Yes. So all people are elected. There were 12 people voting. So for Daria, I'm sorry, but there is no secret vote because everybody was voting for you. Edward, 11 votes in favor, 1 no. Jabba, 11 votes in favor, 1 abstention. And Talab Kali, 10 votes in favor, 1 abstention and 1 no. So you are all elected with more than 80% majority. Congratulations. And we have now new boards of 9 people and organizations, or 9 of organizations represented by people. And yes, Daria, I was voting against you, but I couldn't do it. No, it's joking. So it's great. I also thank you for trusting me, but you had no choice. And sorry about the fact that we had to go this way, but for the next time we will do better concerning this vote. So now this is we will have, I would say, the most in my opinion, probably the most important part of the meeting. The part of the meeting is more for the future of our organization, and the point in general is proposal for international longevity alliance strategy and longevity movement strategy. For example, the next big thing that we could organize. I have things to say as a member, but I want to first to let all of you, well, those who want, speak now about what's for you the most important things to do and so on for longevity and for the International Longevity Alliance. So, okay, so if nobody's speaking, I give, yeah.
Perhaps we should just propose that people online, if they see us, there is some slot here. It's really time for them to come and talk.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, there is one. Yeah, good idea. So, yes.
So, perhaps may I share an idea of the work which we are already doing and of the urgent need. As you remember, there is this process of international classification of diseases. It is likely the deadlines are postponed, and so the very late deadlines would be March 17. So we developed a proposal to World Health Organization and submitted it on the website, but it was like done from ILA, not from some government. And we have at least 3 countries which we could propose to kind of take a lead. One is Russia, and we spoke about this with Chief Gerontologist of Russia, and she didn't see the proposal, but she's generally in favor. Second is Kazakhstan, and not just because we have Professor Lavkali here, but also because the president of Kazakhstan is completely for longevity research. And third one, we could explore the opportunities within, we could ask our American partners to explore opportunities within USA, because of course everybody knows that one of great proponents, Peter Thiel, is pretty close to the government. And we also have great think tank in Washington, which we could ask to discuss it. So there is a need to finalize this proposal, because we only described some aging which have clinical proofs in terms of mechanisms, agents, and interventions, potential interventions, and at least maybe 5 more chapters would be 5 more like sections could be good, and that could already make solid proposal, in my opinion, at least. It's clear that not everything is known about aging, but it's okay. We just need to have something, and I'm calling everybody to join this and have a few meetings of that. And while we were doing this work with my colleagues in Russia and Romania, and Steve Hills also was helping, and Paul, especially in terms of some editing. So we kind of came to the point that we were studying aging so far that we came to the point that we have kind of a list of molecular targets and cellular targets. So basically I propose that we take off from that and altogether work sort of developing, maintaining a roadmap of research and development on aging. Like what we need, what needs to be done. For example, do you know that there is very, very few, just one study on lipofuscin harm beyond genetic disorders. So just keep slow work. First ICD, what we can do, and then keep just tracking on various opportunities like senescent cells, who is doing it, what is needed, and so on.
Okay, thank you, Daria. Maybe a technical point. I think that I forgot, that's my bad, to say who is taking the notes, but I think that Edward is doing it. That's great. Edward, do you agree to go further? That would be even greater.
Yes, in case I was to leave, because sometimes I have urgent matters with children, I will inform.
Okay, thank you, great. And thank you, Daria. So Daria, let's say first priority ICD, and then other things like senescent cells. Thank you.
No, it's the roadmap. I suggest developing roadmap.
Roadmap. Sorry. Yeah, great. Well, actually, when you say something, you can write it also, of course. Yes, other opinions. Everybody is welcome to give other opinions, especially the new elected members of the board. So Evie had to leave. Okay, so yeah. So once again, for the people online at the moment, if you want to join, go for the people reading by on the YouTube. If you want to join, there is no places enough. Yeah, we should take Anton back. Daria, can you do it? Can you hear me? Because I'm not sure. Hello.
I can hear you. It seems that Daria cannot.
Yeah, I think there is a problem with Daria. Daria, if you can hear us, can you take back Anton? Because
I am sending an email to Anton.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't think I can do it at the moment.
May I say that also Talapkali wants to speak after Eduard?
Okay, yeah, go. Eduard or Talapkali, go ahead.
Talapkali, go ahead.
Видишь, что вы говорите, я буду переводить.
Да-да. Значит, вот проблема основная вот по Казахстану, это вот очень низкая медицинская грамотность населения, несмотря на то, что интернет, компьютеры, сотовые телефоны, а практически люди не знают, как питаться, люди не знают, как двигаться, люди не могут оказать сами себе взаимопомощь. И самое главное, люди не знают, в каких случаях надо обращаться в медицинские учреждения.
Так, я перевожу.
Вот это приходится нам заново учить, причем врачи это не могут.
Все, перевожу, я только не запомню. So the huge problem is, at least in Kazakhstan, is health literacy. Despite of having access to the internet and everything, people have no idea about how to take care of their health, what to eat or not to eat, when to go to doctor, and so on. And we have to teach them. Продолжайте, пожалуйста.
И для этого, конечно же, надо выпустить массовым тиражом вот литературу такую, знаете, очень простую, ясный, понятный, написанный не медицинским языком, написанный не профессорами, а может быть здесь даже больше, знаете, вот привлечь журналистов как-то так, чтобы было идея здоровья, долголетия, но чтобы это было не медицинским языком, а человеческим и пошагово. Знаешь, вот как в армии устав, 1, 2, 3, 4, что надо делать? Чтобы люди вот это вот имели в кармане и согласно его вот так.
Сейчас начну забывать. So, and for that, we need to develop some texts, but not with medical language, but with some clear and understandable language. And ideally, it should be like step-by-step instruction, so that the people would not be able to be confused. Еще что-то?
И, наконец, значит, по моему мнению, медики с этой задачей не справятся. Надо это переводить на уровень политики. Нужна новая политика здоровья, и население это должно понять и принять, а власти должны поддержать и выделить на это деньги.
So, and this material should be drafted like by people like some journalists, for example. And in my opinion, a medical community will not be able to do it. We should go to politicians So they have to accept this idea and they have to finance it, like longevity, health literacy, something like that. What?
Okay, thank you, Talab Kali. I certainly agree, but I will give my I will give my point of view also later. I think that Edward, you were wanting to say something.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So for the very short term, we have the ILA report for the year 2016. And this report is, if it's well done, is a very good passport to show to institutions who hesitate to go towards longevity science to support it. So the more credible it is, the more we can use it to transform the mindset of people towards longevity research. If we show that many people around the world take action for it, it is credible people with credible initiatives, then it will encourage other people to do the same. A little like what happened with perhaps climate change or such things. So we need to be credible, and to finish that, so it would be great if some members want to take part in this, because we should finish it very soon, perhaps in 1 week or 2 weeks. So if you want to contribute, please do. We are very busy, everyone here, so any more people helping is good. For the more longer term, it seems to me that we need to be both lobbying platform, but also a grassroots organization. So we need to continue, as we are doing today, to have people representing this common community and force from different countries. There are some people we didn't include, but we just forgot, for example, for Longevity Australia and many others. So we need to enlarge our community with such great people, and to be a strong force. It's the same type of reason than finishing the ILA report correctly. And also, it seems to me that we should help research. This can be done in a very simple way, for example, by saying that we correct the English mistakes of manuscripts for those who speak English, because it is a very clear sign for people who don't understand the science that we are helping the science, and that it doesn't need to be very complex. And so I think this is important. And the last thing is, in France, frankly, there is the Pasteur Institute that is developing a longevity orientation. So as you know, the Pasteur Institute is known for working on microbes. That's from the past, when microbes were the first reason to die. Today it's aging, and they are taking this turn. So I'm sure that there are other institutions than the Pasteur Institute going into that direction, and we should be present to accompany them and to make the link between them and scientists and organizations. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Edward. Just a small technical thing. Anton, can you shut down your video? Not that
I think it's not working for me, or it was, because I have it is. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry for that.
And so for information, so we are discussing about the future now. So a few people said already what they have as, let's say, goals. And the others are welcome, of course. All of you, especially Jabba, who is the only new member of the board who was not speaking yet, but the others also.
I don't know. Sorry, is my microphone on? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I just wondered, actually, I don't know. Yeah, I live in France as well, and I think it's great news that the Pasteur Institute is taking more of an interest in longevity. I don't know whether, Edouard, is there anything more to say at the moment in terms of contacts with them or whatever? Or is that we're still kind of an early stage, really? Is this, I guess?
Well, it's just a matter of, it's just that I was busy this week, but as you know, we are exchanging, and you are exchanging too with the people at Pasteur. Maybe I will send the link in the notes because they are developing this aging orientation, and it's pasteur.com, something like that, /diseases/aging. So it's very clear to them, perhaps more clear than for us, which is great. And so they are organizing an event in May, and after discussing with them, the third day will be free for anyone, and there will be an event, a place, a position. They will see exactly how for the ILA. So this will be in May, I think 10 to 13, and I need to send them credible information. They are waiting for it. So typically this ILA report, so that they either become an affiliate or supporter or member of the ILA if we also agree.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. Oliver, I will give you the word pretty soon, but Elena is asking to speak, so I give the word to Elena and then to you, Oliver, and then to all people are asking it.
Okay.
Hi, everyone, and congratulations with successful elections. It's really, really nice to see the old board members re-elected, but it's even better to see new, fresh blood coming to the ILA. And I just wanted to say that if to think of the future, probably one of the biggest problems that we're going to face in few years is that we're going to have many geroprotective substances and therapies coming to the market, starting with senolytics, which are promoted right now by Unity Biotechnology. But there will be obviously a problem how to get them prescribed to middle-aged healthy people if only we don't get aging as a disease in the international classification of diseases. So it's really nice to see that the new board members have certainly a lot of expertise in to work on the highest level, to lobby different changes in healthcare agencies, in different governmental bodies. So really, I'd like the ILA to be focused on this project, and I totally support Daria's efforts to initiate and maintain it.
Okay, thank you, Elena. I will add something about this later. So, but I give back the word to Oliver.
It was just with regard to Pasteur. I mean, perhaps it's something that we should expand at a later date. But at the moment, I'm trying to think about how what days I might try to go to that conference on. But I think I definitely want to go to all of the last day. But whether I can spare more time or not, I'm not quite sure at the moment. But if from what I know, there's going to be a public session in the afternoon, which is going to be interesting because I understand that's going to be quite general about the state of longevity science. If there's also some sort of intervention by ILA that day, obviously, that would be terrific. But I'm not sure. So, Edouard mentioned some possible sort of. I don't. What can you expand on what you meant by that? That ILA, you're saying that Edouard, on the last day, that ILA might be invited to do something. Is that
maybe Oliver? This is more maybe a question. Let's say about this activity, so we can speak about this later. Or during a next meeting, because it's more about. But that's great that you will be there. I will be there also, certainly the last day. But no, maybe Jabba, you were telling us something on the chat. Thank you about happiness index formula. If you want to say more loudly, do not hesitate, of course. But yeah, go ahead. No, or you cannot. Can you not? Maybe you have to unmute yourself if you are trying to speak.
Yes, yes. First of all, he said that thanks for your voting, and just a minute. He said that in this happiness index formula, there is in this formula is longevity. It contains
longevity component.
Yeah. And it would be great that you will be keeping touch with this company, this happiness index organization.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry for interrupting. Miriam and Jose are trying to get the word. I'm stepping out to let them in.
Okay, no problem.
So yeah, Jabba, you proceed. So maybe. Yeah.
Sorry, well, actually, it was not necessary for Anton to leave, but it's too late. I was speaking, but I was muted. But okay, anyway, because we are 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I'm lost. So Daria, you can invite Miriam. Okay, so go ahead. Miriam, welcome. You can speak, and you have to shut down the camera, or you don't have, but it's better, easier. Go ahead. But to unmute also your mic, because we cannot hear you. No, Miriam, we cannot hear you. You have to unmute. Yes, the camera.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to update you that in Germany, the so-called Health Party, or in German Partei für Gesundheitsforschung, which means Party for Health Research, has been created mid of last year. So in Berlin, they already went to the last Berlin elections and already got 0.5%, so which got some hope for a new party as compared with other long-established new parties. Rather good result. So actually we now build a task force to extend the political movement on health research, especially in regard to aging and also in regard to Aubrey de Grey's research here in Germany. And I just volunteered here in Germany to be the co-chair for the Munich chapter of the party, and will also run for the next election here in Germany. And our major issue is to first get the whole issue on aging related research onto the political agenda, similar to, say, for example, environmental issues, energy issues, and so on, that also got on the political agenda over time, because people were really generating the mass interest about these relevant topics. And also to improve the credibility of the whole topic. That's why basically here for Germany, we decided to put the real research also from German research institutions that are working on biogerontology, for example. We have at least one big cluster, research cluster on this topic established in Germany. So we put this into the focus and actually try to refrain from putting issues or research like from Aubrey de Grey or something more into the background, because here in Germany this research is still encountered with much skepticism. So we actually have the strategy here in Germany to generate the interest about the science, the research, and the real need to do something against age-related diseases, and with that against aging as such, or for more aging-related research as a root cause for such diseases. So this is here basically our major activities and our major strategies here right now in Germany.
Thank you very much, Miriam, for this very good news. I really didn't know about things going so good. I will have things to say more informally, maybe for you after that, contacts with other German-speaking people. But first, I will give the word to the people who were not speaking yet. I think it's only Steve and Thomas. Of course, if you don't want to say something, you are not obliged. But otherwise, it's the moment about the future of the ILA, the next big actions, things to do, and so on. Don't forget to unmute yourself if you want to speak. Or maybe if you don't, yeah, go ahead, Thomas. Yeah, it's you.
Yeah. Am I unmuted? Yeah. Okay. I'm glad to meet another party member of the Partei für Gesundheitswesen, because in my parents' house there is a Parteitag. Yes, there is a big meeting, and my parents volunteered to host it because I'm not there. And yeah, I'm kind of interested in bioinformatics, in basically doing predictions on in silico what could help with lifespan extension. And then my advisor is from the practical side, he could test it. And right now it's kind of like the problem that my data is telling me that very basic fundamental biological processes don't seem to work. And I can't help it. Like right now, I'm just looking at my data, and it seems that everything is due to chance. So it's kind of like what people have published, according to what I have generated, it can't be true. So, but it's my PhD dissertation, and I hope to finish it soon. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Steve, if you want to say something, but I saw already your chat, but don't hesitate. I give you. Yeah, go ahead. No?
And please,
Thomas, I will mute you. Otherwise, there is an echo. Okay. So if there is nobody wanting to speak at the moment about the future anymore, I will speak myself to say, well, first that I agree. Well, I agree with almost everything who was said. And I agreed especially about what Daria said about the ICT, what Elena said about geroprotective drugs and lobbying and so on, what Edouard said about the report. I liked very much what was said about the longevity component of this happy, I don't know what, index. And I'm very happy about things concerning the Partei für Gesundheit. Just what I want to say, maybe for me, one thing that we didn't say yet, it is, for me, in my opinion, important to have more members of the International Longevity Alliance, or more precisely, more people involved and cooperating for longevity, even if it is not always easy, but it's important. And concerning my, let's say, part of the world, in the French-speaking world, and especially in France, I'm happy to see that these last 2 years, thanks to, among other things, I think, transhumanist, that the longevity questions are really at the agenda. It's not only because we are there, but also because there are people like Laura Alexandre and Luc Ferry. Luc Ferry is a political guy who was Ministry of Education and who is really a true longevitist. And for me, of course, well, for me, but I mean, for me personally, it's not for the International Longevity Alliance. The most important thing is political aspects. And there are, I would say, fights, but I don't like the word fights. But
yeah, sorry, just for interrupting you. We need to free slot for Jose because he was asking several times already.
So once again,
free one slot for Jose Cordera.
Okay. So it's not possible anymore to add somebody.
Yes, we need somebody to step down.
Yeah. So Oliver, I will ask you then for a few minutes, maybe to go outside.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, thank you, and sorry. Okay, so I just finished. So political aspects are, for me, in my opinion, very important as a part of what we are doing. And that I think that we have to, I don't know, I don't like the word fight, but I don't find a better word at the moment to really to be active on speaking about longevity, because there are other people who are afraid, and there is also an opposition movement. It's not always easy, but I will also take a personal example to show that things are changing. So yesterday I was going to the, what's that in English, hairdresser, it's that when you have to keep to coiffeur, I don't know, but okay. And there were two people there, and they both saw me on TV and they wanted to speak about longevity. So it's really, when you are speaking a lot about this, after a while it's working and people are going to be more and more interested. That's it for me for the moment. I forgot to say that I also totally agree with the point about ICD, I think. So I agree with almost everything. And now, Daria, you wanted to give the word to somebody, but he's not there yet.
Maybe before he arrives, a small point in addition that I wanted to say, that you almost mentioned, Didier, is that it would be good to be more members. And for now, we don't know how many members we are. Are we, I mean, supporters? So maybe are we 12,000 supporters if we count every Facebook group and remove the double people in different groups? Are we 40 members as we are today? And I would suggest that, for example, we have people pay any amount on the website and be shown as a supporting financially. And also, when they do so, they put their country, so that we have a better, a clearer picture of who is helping in one way or another. In different countries in the world.
Okay, thank you for this question. I think well, it's quite interesting question, not so easy, but yeah, sorry, I'm not acting as a president here. Daria, who are you trying to invite and what's happened?
Yeah, I'm trying to invite Jose Cordera, and he's really wanted to. He asked and wrote to Anton several times.
Okay.
But now
he's not there.
Somebody, yes, he's. But
okay.
Maybe it's another email. I'm trying to find out why is it not.
Okay. Yeah. It's already, so we can see that we had already about 90 minutes of meeting without technical problems.
Oh,
it's almost.
Actually, let me try just another email of Jose, because I would really love to see him in person. And
yes, sure. So I propose when Daria is trying to reach Jose, everybody who wants to speak can speak. But of course, when he's coming, we stop immediately and we give him the word. So want to speak, just technical, Steve, it's not necessary because to go out, because we are 8 people and there are 9 or 10 places normally, so there is no problem at the moment. So who wants to speak? Because if you don't speak, I will speak for 2 hours. No, joking.
I wanted to comment on what Steve wrote, so
yeah,
and ask him because we still need to finish the book. One problem was that Vladimir Anisimov is not very healthy, but still we need to. It's a long project, but we need to find motivation, and that's also the chapter which is left. It's like the same material which would come to a CD, so I was going to ask publicly Steve to have a couple like Skype working sessions with me.
Maybe a kind of technical question, Daria. I thought for this book the biggest problem was still the translation, no?
Well, Steve did huge job and edited most of it. Steve, can you comment on it?
Yeah, okay.
We got a bit confused because Vladimir is asking if it's maybe it should be edited again. And the problem is that he's not processing texts, and maybe we should just have a discussion with him. And
okay, yeah. Sorry, just technical. I thought that there was one part still in Russian, but I thought that Steve didn't speak Russian, but maybe I got something wrong. But Steve, yeah, go, if you can speak, of course, or maybe it's the mic not working, or you don't want. Anyway, thanks for the information there.
Yeah, it should work. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
We do need to go and get it finished up. I'm nearly. I've only got one chapter left, chapter 3, and it's only the Gero protectors. So what we're doing as well is taking a little bit of extra time because there's a lot of new research come out. So I'm adding all the new data to it as well. So, but we're getting there. I don't think it'd be too long.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. I give myself the word to say that personally, it would be for me. I think it would be great to finish this book. I think also, like Steve, that the fastest way is Google Doc to work. But for the rest, I don't know what are the next steps. Yeah, and it would be great if we can go further.
If I may, I will comment on that. If you mean the book.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
We will need several sorry, forgot the word. We will need to print it because it was promised as a gift to some of the MMTP donors. I mean the printed copy, the hard copy of the book with the signatures of the authors. So my proposal will be not to reduce the number of books to exactly what is needed for the donors, but also to think about the future and probably to publish a lot more, probably a few hundreds, in order for the ILA to be able to provide this book to different activists working in different countries, of course, English speakers. So it could be a few hundreds printed in the United States and few hundreds printed, for instance, in Great Britain or elsewhere, just to be able to give these books, I mean the hard copies, to people at the different conferences, meetings, public events and all. It proved to be really, really useful when we were doing this in Russia, because the first version of the book was in Russian, and we were giving it to different officials just to educate people basically and to get some sort of support from them. And really, it proves to be efficient. So please, in future board meetings, think about how many copies you you could afford to print, and where exactly to print them, because I believe it will be great to have such a tool to persuade people.
Yeah. Okay, I give the word to myself to say that first I want to say that I like very much the articles that Steve and Elena were writing. It's really great. I like the style and I like the content. That's first. The second thing is I agree with Elena that a book is something that it's good to have. You know, I would say that even in a world where we are all working online most of the time, to have a book is something a little bit is prestigious, I would say. So it's great. And also nowadays it's not so expensive. I don't know how much it would be, but let's say for 500 books it's probably less than $5,000, so it's possible, or even maybe $2,000 or $3,000. I don't know, but it's before, a long time ago, there was this problem when you had to print a few books. It was very expensive, but now it's finished. So printing, for example, 500 would be something that we can certainly pay. So I totally agree with that. That's all for me.
Just because I'm taking the notes, and actually I have to leave in slightly less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
So if someone wants to continue when I have to leave, please do.
Okay, thank you.
Is someone willing to be responsible for that? For continuing the notes?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a volunteer? Maybe Daria?
What?
And perhaps also before leaving. Yes, I'm going to leave.
But yeah, maybe also my proposal is also to stop in let's say 20 minutes, because well, there is a kind of a rule. It's better to have not more than 2 hours for a meeting, and I think that we said many things already. After that, of course, we will have to put this in the practical things. I think that most of us already said what they want to say. Okay. So Jose is there. When Edward disappeared, if there is no volunteer, I will take the notes and technical thing. Can you invite back Anton, Daria, or it's not possible? But okay. So Jose, a brief summary of 100 seconds. We elected today 4 new members of the board. Well, actually 2 were already there, Edward and Daria, and 2 are new, Jabla and Taplaki. Sorry, it's probably not correct. And we were discussing now, since let's say a small 40 minutes, about the future of the International Longevity Alliance, the next actions, and of course the future also of the action for longevity. So welcome. I propose that you present yourself in 2 or 3 sentences, but really not more, and then that you say what you want to say.
I am Jose from Venezuela, from Spain, from California, from many places and different organizations working on longevity and many other issues, transhumanism, the singularity, cryopreservation. And as the DA knows, and some others, I am organizing a big conference in Madrid in May about longevity and cryopreservation. So I would like you to come, if possible, like the DA, who is one of our speakers, and also to help promoting it through ILA and other groups that you might find interesting. Of course, I keep pushing for these ideas all over the world, and I am very happy to continue contributing with the new ILA.
Okay, thank you very much, Jose, for this presentation, and also for me, it's great to see that there are more and more conferences concerning longevity. I know maybe on a more difficult point, question of cryonics is sensitive for some people. Well, not for me, but for some people. But just we are not going to, well, I think not going to discuss this at the moment. Yeah, it's great to see you. Actually, there would be more people, but we are limited by the Google Hangout to 10 people, so we cannot be all together. So you missed already, for example, Evie, who had to leave, Anton, who had to leave to give you the room, and Oliver from the south of France also. Yes, thank you. So maybe somebody wants to react or to say something?
Yes, I want to say something about like adding more people, because I think if we would go to Skype or use TeamViewer or other software, we should like be easy to get more than 10. So we can just look into some other chat option. And I think Skype has unlimited. Like in Skype we can add more.
Yeah, so Thomas, I don't know exactly, but I know, well, I think that it's also limited to 10, and I know that we are trying, so I know that we are trying since many years, also for Technoprod, to have more, to be able to have meetings with more than 10 people, and we are trying this a long time. And it's really very complicated. That's one of the problems of the internet. But anyway, I will check for Skype for more than 10, but I don't think it's the case. Jabba, I think that you were wanting to speak, so I give you the word, except if you don't have so, of course.
What?
I thought that you were wanting to speak, to say something.
He said that it would be great that you will connect with this organization, this Happy Index organization, and collaboration.
I'm sorry, but the sound is not very good, so I couldn't. I don't know for the others, but which organization? And I think
Happy Planet Index. Maybe Jabba, we could appoint you to do that, and we could just edit if necessary texts like letters for you. But you could be the principal contact for this.
Well, probably I would agree if I could understand which organization.
It's Happy Planet Index. It's
yes.
Economics. New organization. New economics.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I think. Well, I suppose nobody disagrees. If there is somebody disagreeing with that, say it no. But otherwise, yes, sure, we can say that you can take contact with these people for saying to put more aspect concerning longevity. That's one of the things I'm trying to do many often, and it's great that yeah, it's great.
And where is the headquarters of that organization? А где у них штаб-квартира?
London. London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You could just take semi-technical. You could maybe try to take contact also with David Wood, if he. Well, no. Take contact and then. I didn't say anything. It's better to go directly to take contact, and you will see how it's working. Great, because of course, yeah, for longevity is an important aspect of happiness, and many people forget this. There are even too many people saying, "Oh, a shorter life is good for happiness," but they don't commit suicide in most cases. Okay. Yes. Who wants to speak? Once again, my proposal is also that we go further in 10 minutes, and then we stop, but not maybe deciding about next meetings or next events or next deadlines. I don't know, but yeah.
We are having this idea of having less board meetings like in strict sense and more project meetings. Maybe we could have this CD meeting in 2 weeks instead of board meeting, and like open one.
Yes, I mean, personally, I'm in favor of this.
Yeah, I mean, even too many people saying, "Oh, shorter life is good for happiness," but
strange. I heard myself. Yeah, I know it's Anton. Okay, okay. So Anton, just what you just missed was the proposal of Daria to have more specific meetings. For example, the next one could be dedicated to, I forgot, ICD. You said.
Well, actually, I was watching the stream, so I don't think I missed anything rather than last minute, because it's
okay, yeah,
delaying a bit. So, and by the way, bye Miriam, I see you're leaving. Okay, so I just want to say that I think that we should think about having a scientific board. And it would be nice to maybe next time decide how it will be organized, because scientific boards, they can be kind of either really functional boards that have meetings at least once a year, or it can be just researchers that will allow us to publicly mention that they support us. So I think I personally would prefer to have a scientific board with at least yearly meetings. So I think it's worth of discussing on the next meeting. Then what else I suggest? So I heard here the opinion that there should be some books, I think in Kazakhstan, that will tell more about longevity. As far as I know, there are books from Moskalyov and also some books that Khalturina and Milova published. Maybe it's better not to produce anything new, but just to spread this kind of books to Kazakhstan. What do you think?
Well, they need some updates, as Steve told. So perhaps we could produce the updated version in English and see if maybe we could update the Russian one and find a sponsor as well.
Well, maybe you can look into those books and see if you have channels to distribute them in Kazakhstan.
I guess we are running out of them, so I keep on asking on Elena how much she has, and probably we're running out of them.
Actually, I replied, but for some reason you got silent once again.
So what's the answer?
Well, there is about 100 that you can send to people if you need.
Yeah, that's not enough for Kazakhstan. Yes, but after Steve, if we update the English one, and the same updates could be inserted. I mean, if there is enough energy into the version.
Okay, so I also want to raise another topic. So I think Edward raised this thing that we should both have members, more members, and do lobbying. So I think it would be nice to continue inviting members, as we started doing it actively some time ago. And I think it also would be nice to discuss maybe next time how are we going to deal with really great organizations, but that do not look mainstream. I mean, like we accepted Jose as an honorary member, but I mean, in terms of organization, as it promotes cryonics a lot together with longevity. So I don't know how we can at the same time accept it and in the same time look mainstream for policymakers. Do you have any ideas, or maybe Jose, you can suggest how we can do both?
And another question, Jose, is your foundation organized or is it just informal?
Well, I have many institutions, as you know. I work with many groups, with Singularity University in California, with the Millennium Project in Latin America, and then in Spain, I created this foundation called Vida Plus, which is a longer life. And we are working on longevity. That's the main because cryopreservation is not allowed in Spain now. So it might happen in 2-5 years, but now it's not allowed. So we are working mostly on longevity extension. That is my goal now. In terms of the Vida Plus Foundation, groups are basically more friendly as well to longevity, like the Millennium Project or Singularity University in California.
Can you provide a link to this website of this organization?
Oh, you mean Millennium Project?
No, Viva Plus.
Well, we already visited it, I mean, the website.
Yeah, so just to know for sure, because Jose has many.
Okay.
Well, it's a new foundation we are creating, so there is nothing there yet. The first thing is this event that I am hosting in Madrid in May. That will be our first activity.
Okay, so please feel free to apply when you register, if it's longevity related.
Of course, that is why it has the name Long Life or More Life. But anyway, this is only one of the things I do. As I told you, I am more involved with the Millennium Project and Singularity University, which are obviously pro-longevity.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just want to say that, well, of course, the question about too radical, not enough radical, and so on, it's a very complicated question, but I'm still, that's my opinion here. I'm convinced that if we don't speak radically sometimes, but not to use the word longevity, indefinite, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, but
immortality, you mean?
No, not the word immortality. I will put the Wikipedia article about that. Lifespan without limit, indefinite lifespan, I think in English. I really think that you can progress. And one example is in France. For the first time, I saw in a big article in the biggest or in the most well-known journal of France, Le Monde, an article with the title Immortalité, so immortality. And yeah, if we are only speaking about living longer and so on, people don't get it because everybody wants to live longer. But it's a quite complicated question, and we will not have a final solution at the moment. Yeah, so I see. Yeah, but anyway, I see that Elena wants to say something, and also Daria, and so no, and also Steve, if you want to say something. And then after that, I will propose something for the next. I will try to propose something for the next, let's say, time activities, time frame, and because we have not to lose the momentum, I would say. Elena, Daria, and Steve, if you want to speak, it's the moment.
No, we really were just chatting about the book.
Okay, so if it is only so, if the first thing is if there is somebody wanting to say something more about the meeting itself, let's say, or the things were the agenda, do it now. If you don't want, I propose to just discuss about the next meeting or next meetings. And there was one concrete. No, so sorry, and so first I want to. I propose to speak about the next meeting, the date, and also do we have a team? Like ICD could be one team. And also, we will make a list of the things.
We have Aaron, by the way.
Oh, hi, Aaron.
Hello.
Aaron. Just and okay. And my proposal is also that we will write an email to the list with also what was a consensus today, and what people can do to make things working better. I would say consensual things. Aaron, actually, we were the meeting was almost finished. We were almost discussing for the next meeting, but I will give you, let's say, 126 seconds to present yourself and to say something about this meeting and about things if you want. Just technical information. Daria, Edward, Jabba, and Takakapli were today elected as 4 new members of the board, or more precisely, representing the organization who are now members of the board. And we discussed, I would say, 1 hour more or less about the future of the ILA, about longevity plans, IDs, and so on. But now I give you the word.
There's no one on the call who does not know me.
Well, probably no. Oh, yeah. If everybody knows you, yeah, you can go directly to content.
No, I'm sure Java doesn't know you, so and we also are interested what you're doing. So no.
No, Jabba knows me as well. It's fine.
Hi, Aaron.
I will introduce myself very briefly. Okay. I am working with Ascendance Biomedical, and we are working in the research and development space and working with several different businesses and organizations for development of various analytics and marketing of innovative clinical trial structure for either home-based trials direct with patients and overseas trials that support business valuations and whatnot. I will look forward to the notes most of all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Aaron. Thank you for the feedback. Yes, you will receive the notes. Okay, now for the future, my first proposal that was that Daria and I and maybe others, we will write an email to all members to say, okay, these are the things we are thinking that we can do in the future based on the notes. But now the last question, in my opinion, would be the next meeting. And my proposal would be, but it's only a proposal, that we keep this rhythm of 1 meeting each 2 weeks, but that indeed, for most meetings, we have a team. And the proposal of Daria, if I don't make a mistake, was to speak about ICD. And now the next technical thing is normally we had this meeting on Saturday and not on Sunday, but this was a successful meeting. So do you think that we should keep a Sunday, or do you think that we should keep Saturday? Yes, this is one more question. But okay, if you strongly prefer Saturday or you strongly prefer Sunday, just write it on the chat. If you don't care, you don't have to react maybe, because it's just to feel if there is a strong feeling about this. And Daria, was my understanding of what you said correct? ICD next time?
Yes, but for that, for this topic, we should at least maybe have separately, or maybe invite Aaron, how to say it, Aunt Edwina. So for that particular topic, we would need it. So maybe it'd be other day because I don't schedule, or maybe I could just talk to her and then bring it to the group, and we would do more technical issues.
I also suggest to make a meeting for new members, because we accepted some new members, and we also have a lot of activists who we plan to invite, and some of them simply did notice the emails, because for some people it went to spam folder, and it would be nice to have just a call to let know them better, and also to discuss with some organizations like Exponential Technologies Institute in Netherlands, and some other organizations and members that that joined ILA, but we didn't have any separate meetings with them. Maybe we can share some plans and ideas with them.
So Anton, maybe you could take a lead on that.
I think it should be, but not next week, maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. So I would be happy to have Longevity Finland, Longevity Nigeria, then, well, basically all more or less active groups of in the call to discuss how we can collaborate with them and to share our strategies, maybe in 2 or 3 weeks.
Maybe in 4 weeks, or is it too late?
I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to discuss, because if we organize such meeting, we should have a good idea how we can organize collaboration with them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you can somehow invite them to Longevity Roadmap or do something else. It's not yet clear for me, but I just feel the need that we should have a separate call with them.
Okay, so well, in my opinion, it's a good proposal to have this kind of specific meeting. I think if we have this kind of each 2 weeks, it should be better in 4 weeks. That's kind of, so we know that we have something each 2 weeks. And maybe, well, first, there is a consensus for Sunday. This is clear. And well, and I suppose by definition, Sunday 2 PM GMT is okay for all people who were here today. I know it was a problem it was not easy for Paul, but still possible. Yeah, but no, maybe the question is, so it would be in 4 weeks, this meeting first for new people, I would say, new people and new organizations. And in 2 weeks, maybe a first a normal board, or maybe because you said, Daria, that it was not good to have about ICD specifically already in 2 weeks. Is that? Did I understand it?
That's one of the better with ICD. The time is short.
Okay, so
I think maybe we can. It should be not kind of like a board meeting, but just ICD meeting.
Yes.
And we can.
Yes.
Because I know that Anka also helped you, right, Daria?
Yes.
For some strange reason, she is not with us today, but.
I agree with this, that it is better to have ILA meeting that ILA board. Because it was, well, sometimes it was complicated, the statute and so on. So the next, in 2 weeks, we would have an ILA meeting Sunday at 2 PM. And it would be about the ICD or not, Daria? Just try to understand.
Okay, I think there is a need to have ICD meeting soon. So see what kind of resources can be.
Yeah, so let's say that it is in 2 weeks. This because I'm sure that even if not, I'm sure that there are people competent enough that we can find in 2 weeks to speak about this, even if not.
Maybe we can also. I mean, do we in our connections? Do we have people who are also close to World Health Organization? I mean, not only Daria, but some other people who we can invite.
To what? Which organization?
As I understand, ICD, it's applied by World Health Organization, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not World Health Organization. It should be government. World Health Organization is mostly like a platform.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it would be, maybe we can see who from our contacts we can also invite, because I personally, to be honest, I lost a little bit track of the details, but it would be nice to get somebody new who can help.
Edwina is the best guess, and Talapkali is also not bad. Just you need somebody working with Ministry of Health. Edward, I don't know.
So basically, maybe we can just ask our connections to see if they can find somebody who is pro longevity, who is working with ministries of health, right?
Yes.
Well, let's say, Anton, I totally agree with you, but I'm desperately trying to find this kind of people. Let's say, of course, if I knew somebody, in my case at least, if I knew somebody in a health ministry, and in Belgium we have many health ministries, we have 9 ministers who are competent for this, would certainly invite these people with pleasure, but it's not easy. But just, yeah.
Maybe we could invite Nick Guldemok. He's not like I don't know, Jay Alshansky. I don't know.
Okay, anyway, we would have this meeting about ICD the 12th February. And of course, we will try to have people interested. And we would have then the meeting for the new members and organization the 26th of February. I can already say that I will not be there this time because I'm speaking about longevity in Paris at the same time, but that's not a problem. So is this okay, like I'm proposing, or is there a problem? I write it in the chat.
Yes, sure, but I would also have a doodle on time because, for example, if Avinash cannot do it, in this case, we could have it later and more comfortable for American and Mexican partners.
Yeah, but I know that okay, I know that it's always a problem when you put later. For me, it's not at all a problem, but maybe okay for the people here. Let's say if it was, for example, 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., is it a problem for somebody? Just say it in the chat if it is a problem for you. Because yeah, well, the time of the day is always very complicated. Okay, so it is not a problem for anybody to have it at 4 p.m., but I know it's a problem for Avinash. Daria, that's a problem.
Yes, but here this is like not a board discussion. This would be a discussion on like medical stuff. So and it depends. For example, if it will be MDs from US, I'm sure Avinash could sacrifice himself this time.
Okay.
I mean,
okay,
I love seeing Avinash, but
so it would be okay. So it would be February 12th at 4 p.m. And
yeah,
and the next one would be February 26th. Oh, sorry, also 4 p.m. or 2 p.m.
We used to have for the new members, we have Avinash moving to Australia, and it's very hard to have good time for US, West Coast, and Australia. Maybe we could have one time good for Avinash, one time good for America.
So 2 p.m. the next week. Not good for me, but it's okay. Okay. So it's well not good for me, so I don't have to choose. I have to choose. Okay. So February 12, 4 p.m. especially about ICD. February 26 to 2 p.m. especially about new organizations and new members. And Daria and I, or Daria and me, or Daria and I, and okay, also maybe we will send an email about what was, let's say, said today, especially concerning the aspects about the future things we can do. Well, of course, well, actually, we will send the notes of the meetings. And I propose to stop the meeting now. I want to say that I'm very...
Can I also request, can I also ask Anton to join this drafting team?
You mean next, I mean ICD 11?
No, just writing emails to all the people so that we don't forget.
Yeah.
You mean emails of who?
About today.
Yeah, actually, Daria, it's actually the best thing is to send to take a look at the notes and to send a note.
Yeah, but the point is emails, because Anton was inviting some people, and I'm really
well, of course. Yeah,
I mean emails of you mean send emails to I didn't get
it's technical. We will discuss it. Just please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe also before we finish, somebody, maybe Jose or Aaron or Jaba, have any questions?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. So, is there somebody wanting to say something? I think I think actually that was the question of Anton. So I want.
Yes, I wanted to mention, as I wrote in the messages, that I am writing a book with David Good in London called The Death of Death. And we plan to finish with the book sometime later this year. And we are going to publish it in 3 different languages simultaneously, in English, Spanish, and Korean.
Okay, just
so as I wonder, do you need any volunteers for other languages, or it's not your plan now?
Actually, yes, maybe for Russian would be fantastic, or maybe Ukrainian. Yeah, but later on. First, we need to have the book out.
Yeah, just a technical point, Jose. As you probably know, Laurent Alexandre. Well, as you probably know, I make a newsletter, La Mort de la Mort, since many years now. But I'm not going to sue you. That's the far in contrary. I'm very happy to see other books about this. But Laurent Alexandre, it's a French guy, well known, wrote a book about La Mort de la Mort. So just be, let's say, careful that he's not going to say, oh, you don't have the authorization to use the same words and so on. I don't think that there is a big risk, but you know, sometimes people can sue you for even a few words. Just to tell you this, but it's of course really great if this book is going to be published soon.
Yes, well, let me tell you, because actually I have the book by Alexander, and it is not about the death of death. La Mort de la Mort is a book about transhumanism. So it has nothing to do with my book.
Sure. Well, okay, sure. Just say, I know that sometimes there are legal problems, but okay, anyway, he never complained against my newsletter. So I don't think he's going to complain, but just to give you the information. But okay, anyway, that's great. I want to thank you all for this great meeting and positive spirit, and and for your votes, and I'm really happy, and I hope and think that we can go further in the next weeks. And so I wish you a good end of the weekend. Okay. And technical, Daria, you have also to stop, I think, the YouTube.
Okay.
But I don't know how it's working. Okay.
Thank
Goodbye.
you, Zizia,
Goodbye.
for
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.